go. Let's go.
Hey, we're going in. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Down. Hey, George, move.
Get that dude down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Get it down. Get it.
Turned off.
Alright, so you know what's going on. We've secured this foothold in here. All the rooms are clear. Alright? We're just holding our...
What's inside this room?
It's always mine.
Are they upstairs?
Yeah, they're upstairs. Yeah, we had the plan.
Hey,
No.
Sergeant Bell. Good to go. Sergeant Bell, hold on. White 6-5, Fire 6. Start line. Put them over here. Start line wall. Go.
Maps.
All right.
Let's go. Grab one.
All right, take these guys. Come on. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Ranger. Talking to you guys, what's going on?
Sergeant Bowman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? Not doing anything for a living. What are you doing in here? What were you doing in here? In here, what were you doing?
Market.
You work here?
Market.
Market? What were you doing in the market?
Mine.
What were you buying?
Stuff.
What kind of stuff were you buying?
14 Mike.
What else were you buying? What else were you here in the market for?
Everything.
Oh yeah, time. 12 minutes. What's up, Keller? How you doing? I'm just gonna hang out with you for a little bit.
Oh, that we could definitely hear the fire going on from over there. Again, our main focus was security. We try to do that training as much as we can to prepare if something like that happens. But in my case, you know, I was just watching my sector fire.
It was a little different from how we usually do stuff. Today, our platoon, we had to insert through a underground tunnel. I don't think any of us have actually done that before. The difficult part about that one was since we had to use nods. Nods are difficult to use because everything looks far away, but really you're really close to it. So you have to be careful your step in. You know, make sure you're not flagging anybody, stuff like that. You know. We went over we did mount training. It's urban, clearing the rooms. We had our glass houses we made before the actual mission. We set up the diagram in the sand. We went in, cleared our rooms, practice. The only thing is that when we got here, none of it looked the same. So we had to just wing everything.
Subterranean environment is really kind of this emerging global threat. It's a threat that really dates back to World War II and sometimes a little bit before. But as we kind of take a look at our history and we take a look at the future, certainly we can understand that every engagement we've had in the Pacific Theater has had a subterranean context to it, and there's certainly emerging threats globally. And it really has to do with what we're able to do as a U.S. military and how our adversaries are able to mitigate some of our effects. And so it's just worth our time to start to understand what it is that we can do underneath the ground to develop our own solutions and our own techniques to be prepared to meet those threats in the future. Well, the first thing that we got to do is we have to understand what it is that we can do. So that's at the soldier level. And as we look at doctrine in the Army, there is really a very minimal amount of doctrine. Most of the doctrine that we've been able to find dates back to Vietnam, some of the old tunnel rat stuff that we've found. Even as we look at the urban manual, it's this very short appendix, and I think it's Appendix A, that describes kind of the sewer aspect to it. But as this threat emerges, it's far more complex than just the sewer system of an urban environment. One of the more interesting aspects of the subterranean environment is the realization that the enemy has shaped that environment to be exactly what they want it to be. So first, that old constraint that we all learned that, hey, you know, nobody gets a vote in the terrain. Well, clearly here in the subterranean environment, the terrain was shaped very specifically to provide the advantage most likely to the enemy. What we've worked with BMC on in this particular exercise, we have the opportunity to work with two companies, specifically Alpha 16 and Bravo 16. The idea with Alpha 16 is that we will not provide them any training. And that's simply to understand kind of a baseline. So without any training today, what would an infantry company be able to do in this environment? So we can more clearly understand those challenges.
Yeah, this is totally different. You know, this is something new to me, and it was a good experience.